We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Right to the air is Willis. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Titans had 13-2 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Pollard going to try the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Pollard going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
No, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to move back in front. This time, the extra point up and go. And that'll make this a 6-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. First and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their own 25-yard line. Play action, Willis. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On second down, here's Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's complete to John Ross. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 44, Willis. And right side, Henry's got it. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Third down, it's Willis. That's caught by McMath. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now Willis on 4th down. Buying time to his left. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charlie. They found the end zone for 6.
For more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Ross on the return. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On 1st down, Willis. And caught by Henry. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Willis will look to pass again here. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Hopkins complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Willis out of the gun. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And some space here. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Going to run again here with Pollard. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this one incomplete. That one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Willis now off play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In your face.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Cowboy, Byron Jones. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a 2nd down and 6. Willis looking to throw it. He gets it to Burks again. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans get a bit closer. Willis will try and throw for this. A quick throw, but incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
First down, and it's Pollard again to about the 48-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. Move and staying in bounds.
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
43, 47, 43. Check, 43.
Throwing, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes left side. Past the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Prescott now. Open man layup. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Right there, 54, right there.
A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. To the air again, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On third down, it's Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 163 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Prescott rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On first down, Willis forced out to his left. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now Willis to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. He's had a